Hello, welcome. In these first lessons, I really want you to take a look at exploring what pendulum motion is. So we've all seen pendulums before, whether they be grandfather clocks, any mass on the end of a string, and this simulation does a good job of exploring that and allowing you to take some measurements. So some of the things that I'm going to ask you to do is think about that pendulum swinging back and forth, and we know a period is a full swing. So you can see here when I pull this period trace on, it's going to go from the beginning of the swing to the end of the swing, and that's one full period. So here we go again, one and back again, okay? So that could be from the middle point all the way back to the middle point again after a full cycle, or it could be at the end swinging through and then back again to where it started from. So those periods are important. We're going to be using that to help us calculate different things about the pendulum. The other thing that you'll notice when you're doing the pendulums, especially with the simulation, is different variables affect that pendulum's period. So there's things you can change here. You can change the length of the period, make it any short or small. You can change the mass, how big or small the mass is at the end of it, how much mass there is. And then the one thing that's really hard to change in a lab that simulations are good about for is you can actually change the gravity. So if you wanted to go to the moon and replicate your experiment there, you could. Or if you wanted to go to a Jupiter where there's a whole lot more gravity. All these things are possible easily with the simulation. For most of the time, though, you're going to want to stay on the Earth for most of the simulations. And then, of course, friction does play a role in that as well. So for your role, you can play around with these as much as you want to, but when you're doing the actual data collection, keep friction at 0. We'll talk about that as we go forward, but that would really change some of the ways you're collecting your data. All right, so again, pendulum motion, not anything that's new, but I do want you to take a really close look at it in this unit, and then ultimately you'll be discovering the relationships and you'll be building an equation of your own that describes that motion. Thanks, and have a great day.